Hello everybody, welcome back to the next part of Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. In the last part, we started up the Stone Tower Temple. I almost said Great Bay Temple for some reason.
Came close.
So yeah, we started Stone Tower Temple. We did a few things beforehand, but for the most part, we did about half of the temple. So, alright. So, this is a very good change. Now we can flip the temple. But it's really funny, so you can flip the temple, and they did it so you can just walk out and flip the temple here. But they were not nice enough to just put us outside the temple. We still have to jump our way to the temple. Because this is where you would originally shoot it from. Also, there's a bean sprout plant there that you could do. I mentioned that before.
They mentioned that 2 parts ago now, I think.
Yeah, it was at the very end of the last week's. But, alright, this is where I can tell you all a fear of mine. When I first played this game, I learned that the idea of falling into the sky mortifies me.
Yeah, I mean, that's a fear. I mean, mind you, I don't suddenly fear gravity flipping and falling into outer space, but
I don't either. Yeah,
heights is absolutely a phobia of mine. I do not like in between parts. You were mentioning drives and mentioned mountain ranges, and that made me remember that again. So that's fun.
Oh, fear of heights.
Yeah.
Yeah. So with this. Does looking at this give you anxiety? Because it gives me anxiety.
Yes, it does.
Okay, so I'm glad you and me have like a same like wavelength though when it comes to that, because I've always felt that way. But I think that's what they're trying to invoke when it comes to this temple, so I respect them for doing that. And I think I
can respect the effort, but I despise them for doing it.
Yeah, pretty much, honestly. You're not wrong. Oh yeah, I just collected the chest there. This is also another reason why I very much like this temple. Because it is, I like the idea that it is a flipped, like a temple that works both right side up and upside down. No other temple, like there's a very select few temples in the series that do something similar, or like sort of like a similar-ish concept, and those are always like probably like my favorite temples of the series. A good example is, Mayo wouldn't know because he hasn't played Skyward Sword.
I played it. I'm true.
Wait, I thought... Well, you never beat it, though.
You know, I never beat it, but I played it.
I thought you didn't play much of it, though, so you may as well have been not playing it.
I played a few hours.
Oh, okay.
I played enough to have an impression.
Oh, yeah, I think you said you got up to, like, the first temple or something. Like, it wasn't far.
I got up to the second one.
Oh, so basically the major temple. The first temple base might as well not be a temple. But either way, they're the third major temple in Skyward Sword. When I say major temple, I mean like the very big ones, for lack of a better description. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, the Skyward Sword. They go from... It's one of those temples where you screw around with stuff in the past and the present, but like all in real time. Very good temple. One of the better ones in the entire series.
Okay.
There's actually a lot of really good temples in, what's it called? In Skyward Sword in general. Like Ancient Cistern's a pretty good one. That one has like an upper area which has its own theme, then a lower area which is its own theme.
I know that one too. I haven't played through all the game 100%, but I know a lot of the things it does.
Yeah. I mean, there are a lot of really cool things in Skyward Sword. It's a game that overstays
a lot
its
of what that game does. It's just... The big issue for me is I can never get to work. But any other issues I have are trivial compared to that.
Hey, on the bright side... I mean, which is fair, because, you know, game control is basically the #1 most important. But on the bright side, man, you now have the option to play the game normally.
You know, if I want to play the $60, not to mention the amiibo, if I want the stat travel, which I of course would.
Yeah, I still hate how they did that. Though, to be fair, Mayo, you could also...
I've been bringing up it ever since I heard about the button thing, too. As soon as I heard, it's like, anyone that's ever played a game on an emulator will tell you exactly how that works. It's
also,
not well.
Hear me out here, Mayo. You do say that, which is all correct. But you could also play it not on emulator, too. because there is the HD mod where they literally used a modified emulator to make it work on every single controller type.
What? So it's on an emulator, but it's not on an emulator?
So it's on it's on a modified version of Dolphin, basically. Which I don't know what they do, but if I had to guess, they probably did what they did with the actual remake, which is they probably bound the controls to the right control stick, like the motion controls. So you just have to swing the motion
Sounds like so janky.
It does,
yeah,
but that's how the original
really
game
janky
works.
On
the remake, sorry, not the original game. Yeah, which is...
I know, the Switch version doesn't do it, and I still think it sounds really janky.
Oh my god,
I've played plenty of Wii conversions on and it never works well.
I'm stupid. We gave some misinformation in the last part. This hand right here.
Oh, that's how you're supposed to get the... we're stupid.
This hand is how you're supposed to get thrown up to the correct platform.
Yep.
So, okay, we gave a little misinformation. In the last part, we said that in the original N64 version of the game, you had to, what was it? You had
I think most people probably still Ice Arrow, would they?
Yeah. Well, no. That's not how you're supposed to get up to the platform, I think, that we used. That's how, in the N64 version, that's how you were supposed to get up onto that platform in general.
That's what you're talking about. Okay.
Yes, the upper platform, which we said you had to dolphin or swan dive onto, or whatever. You don't have to do that. You use the hand to toss yourself up there. But
I mean, mind you, I still don't think most people would have assumed that since they're used as obstacle/enemies up to that point.
Yeah,
so I can't give the game too much credit, but
yeah, exactly.
It's something.
But that is how you are supposed to do it. But you can still swan dive, dolphin dive, whatever you want to call it on there. That's how I still do it to this day, despite the fact that I know every now and again you're supposed to use the hand to toss yourself up there. Sometimes I forget, and then I'm like, gosh darn it, I'm stupid. Like, it all comes full circle.
So, we should be dead right now, right? Looking at the ceiling?
Objectively, yes.
Oh, good.
So this is
now
like,
we're definitely dead.
I think this is like the only part of the temple which... No, there's another part. There's like two rooms. It's like this room and the next room. Where you flip... You get to flip it upside down, right side up to solve puzzles. This one, I think, is just to show you that this is a thing you're going to be doing. Because the next room, they give you... There's these choo-choos here for a reason. It's because you have to do the same thing, but now you have a bit of a block puzzle to do. So if I remember correctly, what I need to do is, I think you just flip it normally the first time around. I like how Link just casually falls, by the way. Like, there's no animation or anything, it's literally just like his idle animation. Alright, I don't remember what I need to do, like where I need to put it. Get out of my way! I think we just need to put it where it's at, and I think we need to... Leave me alone! Do this. And then we need to move this onto this, I believe. And then Mayo died, it turns out.
No, sorry, I didn't die. I got distracted looking at a thing that I don't want to discuss in the middle of it.
Okay, that's fair.
You can probably guess.
I didn't guess. I don't know, actually. Does it involve a server game?
Yes.
Okay, that makes sense. I don't know what it is, but that's all the information I need to know. Which, by the way, can't believe you lost an Ace Attorney
about
race.
video editing. I mean, to be... I kind of am surprised, too, considering... Like, I went and looked up a speedrun later, and he did it almost perfectly. Like, the only reason he was slower than the world record is because he didn't have, what's it called? He didn't have New Game Plus on. He was that fast.
Oh my god.
No, this is his first time playing.
Oh my god. Did you show your badge, at least, for me?
Oh, of course.
Yes. Thank you. I hope you even gave me a little shout out. Alright, well... Oh, hey guys, remember this boss? Oh my god, there are 3 mini-bosses in this dungeon if you really think about it.
If you consider the castle as part of it, then you can have the number up even higher.
Yeah, then it's 4. No, 5, because this guy pops up once.
Yeah.
Though this is the last time that we do get to see him. Thankfully. No, I lied. Never mind. There's a mini dungeon that has him also.
Of course there is.
And that shows how much stronger the light arrows are. I think it took at least 2 less arrows minimum. So this room is the lava room. Ooh, fairy! No, I didn't mean to collect it. I wanted to put it in my bottle.
Oh well, whatever. It's fine. You're full health.
Makes me wish. What's it called? Or makes me miss the fairies in the bottle from that one game. What is it called? Wind Waker HD, because they're really funny. Not even just the HD version, just the normal one is fine enough. You know, where you capture
They were
the
really funny, where you catch them, they're crying, and like, ah!
Yeah, they look like, they're like, oh no. Like they know hell is broke loose or something. It's just out.
I mean, they are trapped in a bottle.
It's
If anything,
true.
that game makes sense.
The one thing I really love about Wind Waker, while I personally put it on like the kind of like a lower end of the spectrum for my Zelda games, I still like it, but I do love how emotive everything is. I think what we need to do actually is go here. Or is this the correct way? Okay, this is the correct way. What we need to actually do is go what I was originally going to do, which was this, by Little Pill, which is this way.
Oh yes, murder.
I think there's a tree. Not a tree. There's something here. Also, here's a new enemy. Very interesting enemy. So these guys will dive down on you. I think the strategy is when they're diving down, you're supposed to shoot them with the arrow, and they will fall on their head, causing them to die. Yeah, just like that. Because when you don't have a head, you explode, as I think there's actually a key.
It's so obvious.
That I'm actually thinking of. Is it a key? It's something. See, kids, this is why you should always have a head, I guess. You know what's really disappointing? When you play the Elegy of Emptiness, you know, the dead Link doesn't have this face on, you know? It's disappointing.
I mean, realistically, it should have all the face. Like imagine the torture mask.
Oh my god. Imagine if there was a different version that was just like, that'd be actually really cool. It'd be a small detail, but that'd be really cool. What did I even collect? Was it a key? I think it was a key. I don't even know what I collected.
You have a key.
Alright, so there's this thing, which I think there's just a fairy here. I need to go this way first.
That's them again.
Yep. You have no head, therefore you are dead. See? No head equals dead. And that's how you get the other chest to appear, which you use that for the fairy. So when we're going to be backtracking, it's literally just to collect fairies, because you do fight the boss in the... I believe it's upside down you fight him. Is it upside down, actually? I could be wrong there.
I have no idea. My sense of direction in this temple is so messed up. It's one of the reasons I don't really like this temple as much as most people. It's just I have no idea where I am, even with the map.
Well, sir.
Like this, I need to know where I'm at.
Well, sir, I'll have you know, I'm currently upside down. And so are you. Oh god, the evil pots are back! Actually, can I? Nah, it won't matter. Never mind. Ignore me. Alright, so who's ready for the last mini-boss here? Also, you remember how I said killing these dudes with light arrows give you a lot of rupees?
I'll give you purple, which is still good.
Yeah, this is 50
Don't know if
rupees.
it'd be far more.
They are, because at night in Kana, what's it called? Also, they respawn. Yeah, because at night in Kana, you could literally just do this over and over again. You don't have to move or anything, and if you do, you just teleport. Alright, so I'm gonna get my Deku stick, or Deku nuts, sorry, enabled, because this is the mini-boss that I was talking about, that I was curious if it would work. Like, what would happen if I did it. Alright, so here's the unique mini-boss of the dungeon. Alright. Did it do anything? I actually don't know. I'm going to assume that. Ooh, I wonder, actually, can I do it?
That didn't do something.
Hold on, I might do this might be a 6 trick. Never mind. I was thinking it would maybe cancel that animation. Unfortunate. Deku nuts don't work on everything.
At least it worked on the other one.
Yeah, to be fair, Deku nuts don't work on everything. Like, we learned this is an unfortunate way in
criminal offense.
So yeah, the trick here is you're supposed to not be too far from him. You're supposed to use the light arrows to get rid of the evil, bad bats things. And then you just keep spam. I think you're just supposed to spam the light arrows. That's what I've always done, at least. You're supposed to backflip the scythe attack, but I never did that because I'm lazy. I can tank the damage. It really doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I think you actually can swipe them with the sword, especially because I'm getting hearts from these as opposed to other things. But yeah. All right, there's is it called the big key in this game, or is it called the boss key? Boss key.
Boss, okay.
I think the original games they were called the big key, and they were like, wait, it makes more sense to call them the not big key. So they called them the not big key from that point onwards.
I mean, to be fair, they weren't even that much bigger in the silver keys.
They really weren't.
Like, the chest was bigger, I'll give it that.
Well, I should have 5,000 rupees now, so I should not have to worry about having to farm anything. Though there were some points when I did farm. It's basically mandatory. The only way you aren't going to farm is if you're like me and you just don't know, or if you're unlike me and you don't know everything very well. That's the only time I could see you probably not farming. Because, or rather, yeah, not farming because you could just be gathering so many rupees just in general. Alright, let's get our info out of here. Now, if it makes you feel better, Mayo, I don't remember where I have to go. I always get confused at the end of this temple, and I'm not sure why.
At this point, I would almost assume just go flip gravity again and get those chests. See where we're at from there.
So we're supposed to go there. Yeah, I'm gonna do that, because I do think you need to be upside down for the boss. I think. I'm actually still not, like, certain on that.
I'll figure it out.
But either way, we do need to go back, irregardless. How do I get back? Oh, there's a little slanted. Okay, I was about to say, how the heck am I supposed to get out of this room? So I think I'm going the long way. I think you can actually just,
Most likely.
I think you're actually in the clear to go to the main room, and then just jump off the platform and you can make your way back.
Oh yeah, because you got that chest, you could have just hookshotted. Oh well. Oh well.
Oh, you're right, yep. That's what you're supposed to do. Oh well. I like doing things the long and arduous way anyways. It's more fun. In quotations. Honestly, there's a surprising amount of Deku flower usage in this temple. Honestly, it's the most used mask in general, I think, for this temple, which is a far cry from...
No, it's been there since Windfall, yeah.
Yeah. Ow. That hurt.
And to be fair, like, I do understand them emphasizing Goron and Zora for their respective dungeons, but you'd think they would do a bit more than what they did.
Yeah, like, it's really
I don't think Great Bay uses it at all.
I think there's a point where you could maybe do it, but it's like...
Okay, I know there's an optional one for Snowhead, but like you don't really need it.
There's a few optional ones in Snowhead, and it's not even just one.
I can only think of one.
Yeah, there's a few optional ones in Snowhead. I didn't want to change map. That was 100% intended.
Oh yeah.
It's just
Fully
flying.
functional game right there.
I mean, it was working as intended. It just looked really funny, is all. Can I learn how to control video games?
Nah, that's too much work.
Can I learn how to play the video game? Yeah, okay. So you had to flip the temple in order to fight to get back to the boss. So I think that's safe enough to say that you're supposed to be upside down to fight the boss. Why did I do a small jump? Is it because I'm a Deku?
We were talking earlier about the fact that we're terrified of falling into the abyss too.
And we just did it. Also, I guess another thing in terms of this like convenience of moving the temple here, which by the way, Link is dead.
Oh yeah, again.
Oh, I have to do this over though. Because they didn't change my position, you jerks. You did one thing good and then you screwed it all up. You had one job. They could have put me in front of the temple. It's fine. We'll survive. Mayo will survive. And Mayo survives nothing. As a matter of fact, he's a ghost.
Who?
He's the ghost of Christmas past. Fun fact.
So I make you the Ghost of Christmas feature.
Precisely.
Oh yeah, of course. Okay.
That means you are light and I am darkness.
Gosh darn it.
There's no escape, Mayo. Ooh, that's a line that's
I know,
in that
Icona
series.
is literally Kingdom Hearts. We've established this. Unfortunately.
To be fair, the whole light and darkness clashing thing wasn't even like a Kingdom Hearts thing. It's just I've never seen
It's
like
but once you see Kingdom Hearts, that's all you're ever gonna see of it.
Yeah, exactly, because it like they overdo it. It's like, please relax.
Never.
And that's how Mayo lost his marbles that never existed.
Yeah, Sandy's optional.
Yes, that's one stray fairy. That's 3 stray fairies. Ah!
of course.
Four strawberries. I think there's the one here. I'm glad I landed fine. And there's another one over here.
Yes.
Oh no. Well, remember that dolphin jump we were talking about? Well,
I found it.
well, you know what?
This is a handy and weren't just stupid.
I'm not. You know what? I don't care. There is.
No, it's not.
All right, I'm showing you guys how I used to do this as a kid and as an adult because I'm stupid.
So I guess there was a reason to justify the dolphin jump. You're thinking of this one.
In the 3DS version, yes. In the N64 version, the other side doesn't have. They got rid of the hand completely on this lower half. It seems like on this when the temple is flipped this way. Oh no, never mind. It's still there. It's just there's literally no use for it now. That's how I used to do it, guys. Except it was way harder. The N64 version's way harder to do that. Alright, that should be the last one with it flipped in this direction. Just let me pass through.
No, we never tested if you could defeat the blast mask.
Yeah, that's literally what I was gonna do. Alright. Does it work? In theory, this should work. It does work.
Yep, it is a bomb through and through.
Alright, bombs are useless. Confirmed.
Yeah, bombs are outside of speedrunning tech. Yes, they're useless.
Alright, let me look at the map real quick, just to be sure where that last chest is located. I believe it's in the Upside Down Temple, if I'm not mistaken. Where's this floor? Where's B1? This floor... what is this room? I legit do not know what this room is.
I don't know. I know what the room before it was. It's like that, all that fire, like that has to be the room where you're using the Deku to fly around, but...
Oh wait, it's the room I'm in.
Is it seriously? Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Oh, I think you need to be upside down for this one, actually, though.
Of course. Well, we had to flip it back anyway.
Yeah, well, I was gonna say, this is actually fine, because I think this is on the way to the boss. So, because remember how I said I didn't remember where the boss was or whatever? I think I mentioned that kind of in brief. Well, I remember how they get to the boss.
How long's the part been going for?
I will tell you in 7 years, approximately.
Oh, no.
I'll tell you in a second. Just give me a moment. 28 minutes. Just hit it.
Okay. Not too bad then. Seems like if we're going like 35, 40 minutes, it's almost I think we're splitting again just because that boss is long.
Yeah. Which is crazy because I was about to say we could have theoretically probably finished this in one part. Sans the boss. Like just like we did in Great Bay Temple, honestly. If we started immediately,
we could have done it.
If we started immediately, I think I should say that. Because I did like 10 minutes at least of prep work, and that was like a 40-minute part or something. It would have been a longer part for sure, though. Yeah, 100%. So yeah, how you're supposed to get to the boss is like this. I hope I can actually hit the chest from down here. That if I can't, that's gonna freaking suck.
I know.
Okay, we're good. So you actually need to spawn this chest either way, though, in order to get to the boss. Yo, that's scary. Don't do that.
Why are the Beamoses walking?
I should have checked what those enemies were, because I feel like this is the only game these appear in. Alright, so... What? Oh, I got crushed.
You got crushed.
Uh-huh.
Which for some reason is not a death.
I didn't even know that happened. Do I have to flip it back right side up? I do. Okay, alright. Looks like we're going back on a detour.
What are we at now? 4 flips?
4
That's just
flips.
like of the outside.
Yes.
If you count like mid-temple, then well, there's way more than that.
It's okay, Link, you'll survive. I guess when we flip right side up, I'm gonna grab one of those fairies to be safe, because literally this boss scares me because of how they programmed it, which is stupid. How they programmed it is stupid. And I only know how they programmed it because the fixed version of, or not the fixed version, but the version that fans made to fix some things people had gripes with, basically told me how they made the original version of this boss. Now it makes me question a lot of things. Elegy of emptiness, blah 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 blah. One. That's 2. How's your day been, Mayo?
That's day.
It's funny because
So
I asked
much
him
emptiness.
It's funny because I asked him last part, or 2 parts ago, I think, and then I asked him between this part and the last part,
He won't stop.
and then I'm asking him in this part. I don't know what you're talking about, Mayo. I'm a perfect human being. You're a perfect human being. We're all perfect human beings. I'm also quite empty. So here's my elegy to tell you all about it. You ready?
Okay.
My name is Yogi. I am empty.
This is what I expect you will sound like when you die and you start taunting me. You're like, I am empty.
Like a very depressing song in a way.
Yes.
I've come to feed you potato salad. The horror.
Just kill me already. No, you must eat salad
for the rest of your life. Ooh. So anyways, how's your day been?
That's what you're gonna do when you're trying to haunt me. Just all the time. How's your day been?
Yeah! That is how I would probably haunt you, let's be honest. Just imagine, like, one day you just, like, the untimely news, like, we're 90 years old and I pass away, and then all of a sudden you just hear, how's your day been? Sports? Now that's horror I wouldn't ever wish on my mortal enemies. But you are my mortal enemy, so actually I do wish it on you. I take everything back. Which, for the record, guys, this isn't something we just say in parts. Literally last night, I told him to remind me of something, and I said, thank you, mortal enemy. So if you thought this was just a thing, if you thought this was literally a shtick, it's not a shtick. It's serious.
This game is a form of punishment.
Seriousness is a form of punishment. You're correct. Yo, what if I light arrow this guy? Yo, he explodes. Why do they make you flip there? I just, like, okay, I'm just thinking about it, because they have to script all of the sections that force you to flip.
Yes.
Right?
Like, all I'm thinking when I see that one too is like, it's probably the most noticeable there, when you do the flip that he's T-posing. It's like, it looks the worst there too.
That's the one where he does that specific flip, as opposed to the like over the shoulder flip, for a lack of a better description.
Yeah. Which that one looks a lot better, unsurprisingly.
Yeah, because this one he just does like a full flip and then he just T-poses. Which, like, not saying that the T-pose is like a literal T-pose, because it's not. It's just that's just the position he ends up being in.
It just so happens that his arms are in a T-pose.
Though it would be funny if it was a legitimate T-pose. Yo, what happens if I shoot you with the arm with a light arrow? I bet you won't die. Invincible.
That's fine.
I thought I just got crushed again.
We are incapable of learning lessons.
So here's another chest that you have to use.
Well, I mean, although at least that one, you activate it right there.
Yeah. Though, I will say, I do like how it is a forced mechanic in this dungeon, because... Why did they put a flip here, too?
That's even more pointless!
There's nothing even up here.
Are you gonna flip over here?
Yep.
Of course!
Okay, so here's a boss which, if they didn't code it worse, would be better than the original version. I would say overall it's an improvement, but also we technically just jumped into
Yeah, you hit the
guy.
ground, I saw it.
Yeah, not only did I hit the ground, but technically we what's it called? Jumped into the sky and somehow managed to peer right side up.
For what's worth, I think the first phase of this fight is better in 3DS than it was in...
Oh, absolutely.
It's just the second phase, they completely botched.
And it's literally just because of how they code it. So I'm going to take the time to explain it now, obviously. So in the N64 version, what would happen is before you would enter the dungeon itself, there would be... you would get the Giant's Mask. In getting the Giant's Mask would allow you to... I can't shoot this guy. Would allow you to just fight Twinmold, because Twinmold, what they would do is they would literally just go in circles and do nothing. Because that's what they did. They were programmed to just fly around and do nothing. They did not aim for Link or any of that. They literally flew around and did nothing. So that was the original Twinmold. In this version, they updated Twinmold, so now he has two phases, or they have two phases rather. The first phase is what you're seeing now, which you do not get. As you can see, we don't have the Giant's Mask yet, so you have to do this first phase. You don't have to do it in the middle arena. I'm just used to doing it in the middle. So the first phase, what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to hit the eyeballs under the blue Twinmold, while red Twinmold mercilessly hunts you down. Also, the hearts are giant here, and I'm assuming that's just because you do get the Giant's Mask still. It's just in a different way.
So, can you do anything to the red one? Because the tail looks like one that's flipping.
So, I don't think you can. That's for the second phase. He just attacks you mercilessly. You kill the first Twinmold this way. Oh, jeez. Also, this is like the only time to lock on things you lock on from like 7 miles away.
That's how it should be, at least in this arena. So yeah, checks out.
Yeah.
What else are you gonna lock on to?
But yeah, so the original game, it literally Twinmold does nothing. You just swing your sword around. You have to. You can destroy the pillars around to get magic back because using the Giant's Mask gets rid of magic. I think you can actually attack Twinmold without being giant in the original game. But it's obviously just not a good idea if you can ignore it. Alright, now it's time for phase 2. So, first we just gotta halt combat for a quick second.
Don't mind us, red mold.
The Giant's Mask. Within this mask lies the might of a giant. Could this give you the courage to face gigantic enemies? No. Now it's time for the boss to become stupid. And again, it is a coding problem. Or not even a coding problem, it's just how they coded it is dumb. So, first of all, we gotta do this and... Ooh, Mayo. Firstly, my controller unplugged. Secondly, the mask isn't in the right spot. You know what this means? I need to go on to Google real quick. We're just
seriously, there's only 2 slots left.
We're just gonna go to Majora's Mask inventory. Look, you told me I could do it like this, and I rolled with it. This is your fault. This isn't even my fault.
You're gonna do this with Fierce Deity too.
There we go. Probably. All right. So yeah, put on Giant's Mask. And now, so in the original game, you would still be normal Link, you would just be Giant. Now they've changed things. Now you turn into the bull. Okay. So are you ready to understand, Mayo, how this boss works and why it was so stupid?
I don't think I am, because I've never understood how this works.
Okay, so this is how it works. So we're gonna beat on Twinmold, right? That is the whole idea. Just beat the crap out of Twinmold.
Yep.
So we're just gonna keep trying to beat the crap on Twinmold if we can. Just keep beating the crap out of Twinmold. So, okay, if you beat the crap out of Twinmold enough, you can go and this is when you go to the tail, and pick it up, and you do a sweet wrestling. So, alright, now this is where I can tell you they screwed up. Alright, so basically what happens is you have to hit Twinmold a certain amount of times before it will fall on the ground, right?
Yeah.
They did this brilliant thing where if Twinmold burrows into the ground, like if you get hit like that, the hits reset.
That is... How? How do you even make that mistake?
So, yeah, that is what they did. That is why this boss is horrible. Because if you basically get hit by a stray shot, it burrows into the ground and you have to hit it like 6 more times again. And if you keep screwing that up, it's just a never-ending like cycle, essentially. That is why this boss is shit in this version. For lack of nice
So
words.
basically, you either have to speedrun it, you have to AI manipulate if that isn't the same thing in many cases it is, or you just have to have so much free time on you that you can just get away with hoping for it. Okay.
Yep. So there's the boulders that I was tossing. What I would do is I would wait for the red Twinmold to fly around like this, actually, and then toss the, what's it called? Like, toss the boulder at it, because if you do that, it'll immediately fall on the ground, like that. Other than that, though, you have to make sure, for the love of God, you do not get hit by Twinmold, otherwise you will be stuck in this battle for way too long.
Mind you, it's very easy to get hit. Like, you can see how
really
slow
is.
Link is.
It really is. The roll is substantially faster. It is very easy. It's specifically like when you get hit, you sort of like fly away. This happens a lot when Twinmold is flying around, like now. And I have no more boulders to toss at him, so I have to hope to God I
they went to
don't screw up.
as well what they did, because if I remember right, in the N64 version, didn't Link keep his sword?
Yes. So in this version, they got rid of that. Now you just beat the crap out of him. Which is honestly cooler. Oh man, he went underground, so that means the hits reset. I'm almost certain. It's why getting hit is a very big problem in this battle, because it just ends up wasting so much time. Because you get flung off the side. Like to the side, so you get flung to the side like that. So you can't really hit Twinmold if you keep getting flung to the side. But yeah, as you can see, look at Twinmold should be on the ground now, because I already beat the crap out of Twinmold. But since Twinmold went into the ground, that's not the case. And the hits reset.
Speaking of, so how's your day been?
You know, it was going alright. I figured...
Morning of the final day.
I figured knowing how this boss worked, I was like, you know, maybe I won't have that many problems. But no, it is still as hard as ever. I'm not getting hit as much as I did before, and it's still a problem. Now, speaking of getting hit...
I mean, damage really is an issue.
It's not. It's the fact that you need to hit Twinmold enough before it dives back into the sand. This is why Twinmold is a problem. It's so stupid. It's like, I don't know why they made it this way.
You already said it yourself, it's a coding error. But they didn't do it on purpose.
I don't know if it was an error is the problem, though. I think it was just stupid coding. That's what I call it. When I say it's a coding error, it's me just more like being like, it's a stupid coding decision. Like, they coded it to be that way. I don't know why they did.
There's no way they would have done that on purpose. Why would you have a boss restore all of its health?
Yeah. Well,
what's probably happening is it goes underground and it's treated as a new boss.
Yeah, it doesn't restore its HP. It's just restoring the hits done in the cycle that you're doing.
Might as well be the same thing.
Yeah, which is why luckily there are 2 boulders on the ground to toss to Twinmold. If that didn't exist, then this boss would be substantially worse. Yes, that is how it works. Every time a Twinmold dives into the ground, yeah, the cycle resets essentially, and you have to keep doing it.
I think my prime of memory of this game, like specifically this version of this game, is how stupidly tight I was cutting it when I finally beat this thing. I was smart about this, and I went in on at the beginning of the first day, like every set time, and went back to it. Like I hand over the fairies ahead of time. And I still was down to like, I think it was tight. It was less than 10 seconds. Like, I was so scared by the end.
That is insane.
Like, that's how bad I got screwed. And yes, I slowed time down.
Yeah, and you have to remember, it's the end. Slowing down time in this version's nerfed. It's half instead of 1/3. So, alright, you seize Twinmold's remains. In doing so, you free the innocent spirit that was imprisoned within the dark mask. Innocent, my ass. Honestly, if they didn't have that stupid coding thing that they did, the thing with the code, I feel like this version of the boss would be so much better. And it's like, I still overall think it's a better fight, but the fact that it's coded the way it is just, ugh. It makes no sense. E.T. phone home.
That's what I'm saying. But we already tried that once. It didn't work.
Yeah, and then, 3 could have held up the moon too.
Yeah, absolutely. They just need to position themselves a little better. What the fuck? There's still a name alright! Other places so sad! You don't want to!
Oh, you don't want to save Termina? Okay. Alright, goodbye, world.
Okay.
Termina's dead.
World gets destroyed. We're going back to Hyrule.
Bad end.
I mean, we could probably go get a word in with the Skull Kid, like, hey, we don't want to fight you anymore. Can you get us back to Hyrule?
Yeah, you could destroy this place. Just bring us back.
Like, this is literally the Kingdom Hearts 3 Xehanort plot. You only got to around the darkness.
Give your friend.
Give your friend back! Give me the friend! Oh, come on. We were paying...
Wow.
Oh, okay, Link was paying attention during the story. I guess Tattle didn't have the All-Might mask.
Yeah, come on, Tattle. Come on. Oh god, it's a flux in the time rift.
Oh no, it's a darkness portal.
Oh my god, it's actually starting to look like one. Yeah, this is one of the weirdest places of all in terms of like saving something, because like the swamp was poisoned in 1. Makes sense that you want to poison it. The tides were screwed up in Great Bay. It makes sense that the snow head. It makes sense that
Snow head was thought of be spring.
Yeah, exactly.
So what happens here? Light show.
Yeah, basically you're freeing. I assume you're easing the souls of the dead, is how I take it.
So they're all dead? Or
Yeah, pretty
re-dead? So you confuse the free-deads.
Alright, and here's the fairy fountain.
Yeah,
Luckily, this
right
one
next
is
to you.
literally right next to us. Hi. Oh god.
She's blonde now. I see. I see. It checks out. Yellow fairy.
Yep. Oh, compassionate young one, I am the great fairy of kindness. Thank you for returning my broken and shattered body to normal. As a thanks, I grant you the great fairy sword. Honestly, this should be a sword.
You're granting us a sword? I thought you were the great fairy of kindness.
Yeah, don't you know? This is how you make peace.
I mean, that's one form of making peace.
There we go. The Great Fairy Sword with black roses etched into it. The Great Fairy Sword is the most powerful of all blades. It's basically the Bigoron sword, except you don't get it at a convenient location, unfortunately.
Yeah, you get it really late in the game. It's
There
not treated
are-
as an actual sword, it's treated as an item.
Yes.
And it slashes at a really weird angle.
It does, yeah. Your sword, the Great Fairy of Kindness, is out of your notebook. There you go. Come see me whenever you are overcome by weariness. Woo.
Okay,
That's
bye-bye.
So that's the last item in the game. So, yep, as Mayo said, it's very odd because, yeah, you put it as a button, so that means you don't attack with the attack button. Because, see? It takes out my sword. So you have to attack with the actual button you bind it to. Though there is a cool trick in this where the two you can do two really quick stabs and it does max damage and you can just spam that.
Let's see. Also, so I saw the sword again, or the shield again. Blah.
What shield? So we're gonna deposit our rupees.
Yes.
And that should be the end for this part. You might want to Google real quick, Mayo. I'm almost certain there's nothing that you have to stop Econ, like you have to finish Econa for, but you might want to Google double check that just to be safe. I don't think
What
there
would I even
is.
search for that?
I don't know, post temple, I don't know, post stone tower temple, that's all I can think of. Alright, we're gonna deposit all 500 rupees. Blah, blah, blah. What's that? You've already saved up 5,000 rupees? Well, little kid, I can't take any more deposits. Sorry, this is all I can give you. And there we go, the targets. Alright.
No, the only thing you have to do after finishing the tower is the fairies.
Okay, yeah, that's what I figured. Each new container, yep, blah, 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 blah. So, there we go. Bank loyalty program is done. Alright, and then I know where a few heart pieces are. We have 7 remaining, though. Overall in the game. Actually, I know where 4 are, because 4 are in the... What's it called?
4 on the moon, aren't they?
Yep, 4 are in the moon, exactly. So,
But really, there's only 3.
oops, I didn't do that. You are correct. Alright, so we're gonna go play the Song of Time. Before I end this part, I'm gonna push for time a little bit here. We're already 52 minutes in, but I'm gonna push a little time just because this is gonna bug the hell out of me right now. I just want to get it out of the way. I'm gonna quickly go into the stock pot and do the 24-hour thing and reset the time. Because there's that stupid rumored event that it has marked.
This won't go away, fine, whatever.
Yeah, I wanted to do this like 4 parts or 5 parts ago, but I just never got the opportunity to do it. It's mostly because it literally wastes 24 hours.
It's fine, whatever.
Oh. Yeah. It'd be a shame if I forgot the song.
What song?
Yeah, I don't know any songs. Alright, save progress. Let's go to the inn real quick, and I guess I'll go talk to the little shits real quick just to see if they have.
And we'll get our rumors.
Yeah. Okay. No rumors.
This one doesn't, at least.
If this guy doesn't, there's a high probability the rest do not. Okay. Jesse, do you have anything? Nope. All right.
Oh, okay.
They've. What do I have left in here? Seems to be Haunted House Nikana. There's Secret Shrine Nikana. Whole.
The two Ikanas.
That's two. Yeah, but the third one doesn't give me a heart piece. I don't think you get 2 heart pieces from this chick. Pretty sure it's just the one.
I don't think Zelda does now.
I think it opens at 10. Alright, now let's get our torture mask. You know what I'm gonna do?
Perfectly fitting with our shield.
I'm gonna do both stories real quick.
It's fine, why not? Oh dearie, would you like it to be a story?
Yeah, blah 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 blah. Yep. We already read all this, so it doesn't matter.
Sorry, do you want another story?
I did a good job remembering. Oh, okay.
We had lunch.
This is really awkward.
This is interesting. Andrew, we need you to leave.
Interesting timing.
Andrew, would you like to leave? Food's gonna get cold.
No, she's stuck in the passage of time, Mayo. Nope, there she
Oh,
goes.
there she goes. Goodbye.
Yeah, that was fun. I don't know. Sing a song. Sing a song anywhere, 100 steps north, yep, blah blah blah, old town. What? I just...
What? You did both of them.
It seems the town's elderly know an awful lot about mythology on... What the hell?
What else could that be tied to?
I genuinely don't know.
I guess you can try doing the stories again, but if that doesn't work, then yeah.
Yeah, we'd have to look into it. I'll look into it post, just to figure it out, because what the hell could they be talking about? Yeah, that was fun. I don't know. What if was that what I was supposed to do? Oh, but you listen so hard. But you listen so hard, mother's so happy, I'll give you Oh, I was supposed to answer correctly. Okay, I guess she does give you a heart
I got you a
piece.
piece of heart. Okay, so there is a purpose for that.
Alright, so apparently we were
Okay.
both dumb. We were supposed to say we have no idea, despite the fact that we stood up for 24 hours listening to her story. Angie's grandmother read you a story about the 4 giants who are becoming more worldly by the second. Ooh, wow, more worldly. What does that even mean? Okay, well, we got that done. And then, yeah, the last 2 heart pieces. It's funny, because one of them is a gauntlet battle, which is what we're going to be using. It's like one of the few spots I'm going to use the Great Fairy Sword. And then we have the, what's it called? Then we have the, there's like a shooting gallery, I think it is. Or, no, it's not shooting gallery. You just kill enemies. They're pose in specific. And that gives you a heart piece. I think it's 4 pose or something. Not to be confused with pose from Kung Fu Panda. Now that would be cool. Fighting 4 pose from Kung Fu Panda. Alright, well, so in the next part then, we're gonna go do those 2 Ikana things, and we might start the moon at that point, because we're gonna have nothing else to do. And it's funny, because we skipped almost everything Ikana related.
About it.
To be fair, we did want to put... This is where we wanted to put, like, Ganju and Cafe, like, a second time. But, as you know, as I horribly screwed up, that didn't happen.
We know it's better doing both back-to-back anyway.
Yeah, true.
It's like, we wouldn't have shown it the second time, because there's no point.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
the same quest.
Ooh, there's a big sword. So yeah, the next part we're going to be doing the gauntlet, which, I mean, that'll take some time as is. Then we'll do the, other stuff. The other heart piece, which is the Poe Battle Arena, which maybe I'll not use light arrows there. Maybe I'll actually use the Great Fairy Sword for fun. So yeah, that'll be it. So we are probably 2 parts, or maybe 3 parts tops, from finishing the game. So
I cannot imagine us having 3 parts left, unless we really like have an entire video dedicated to gambling.
yeah, pretty
That would
much.
be the only
We
reason I could
might
think
do
of.
that for fun still, but yeah. All right, so thank you all for watching. See you guys the next part. Chicken tenders are amazing.
All toast, just toast, toast.
Imagine Link coming at you looking like this.